Joining us now is Damon Cherones, former defense attorney for ex-movie producer Harvey Weinstein. Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you? Larry?
Good, good. So there are a lot of parallels here in these two very high-profile cases, really connected to the Me Too movement. Just curious, you know, the court of public opinion, very negative response to what happened yesterday here. Legally speaking, do you think the courts did the right thing?
Absolutely. This was a case that probably should not have gotten this far. What you see here is the Supreme Court saying that there was a contract between Mr. Cosby and the state of Pennsylvania, and they violated that. They gave him an offer basically of immunity. He testified in a civil hearing, and then they prosecuted him even though they said they wouldn't. So they absolutely followed the law and did the right thing.
So how did it get that far? How does something like that go to where you get these women on the stand, they're giving their testimony? How did it get that far?
It got that far because, as you alluded to, when you have a movement, when you have this sort of public rally for what they perceive as justice, oftentimes individuals' rights can get trampled in the process. And that's what happened here. Whether you like Mr. Cosby, whether you think he's guilty, whether you think he's innocent, the issue here is whether the case should have ever been tried. And if it was somebody else, probably would have never gotten that far. But I think what the Supreme Court did here was said, hold on, it doesn't matter who this person is. He has rights that cannot be trampled, even if society doesn't like him, even if society thinks that they should be in jail, they still have constitutional rights and due process rights that need to be protected. So it might be an unpopular opinion, but it was absolutely the right one.
But regarding juries, whether you're talking about celebrity, are you talking about an unsavory character? Are you talking about a Me Too hashtag movement? Do you think juries are pretty good about setting those kinds of things aside and just really weighing the facts?
No, and I don't think it's their fault. You know, just using the case that I tried for an example, you know, the social media storm, the individuals who are rallying outside of the courtroom. Jurors are human beings. Jurors want to do what's right. But I think it's almost impossible for them to put out all of the noise and all of the social issues and all of the media issues and just decide it on the facts. If you look at Bill Cosby, if you look at Harvey Weinstein, they were tried and convicted in the court of public opinion, and that absolutely infected their right to have a fair trial.
So do you think this means anything for the Weinstein appeal, and are you involved in that at all?
Yes, I was definitely consulting on the Weinstein appeal with one of the trial lawyers on the case. Their firm handled it. I think how it helps Mr. Weinstein's appeal is, one, it shows that Supreme Courts, appellate courts are not going to be swayed by public opinion. They're going to follow the law. Also, there was another issue in this case that I think would have led to reversal. In the Cosby case, there were 5 other alleged victims who testified, and the Supreme Court in Pennsylvania actually said that they had a serious problem with that, but they didn't need to decide that issue because they'd reversed it on another ground. As you know, in Mr. Weinstein's case, there were a number of alleged accusers or alleged victims who testified, and it was our position and is our position, those individuals should have never been allowed to testify. So I think that certainly is a parallel to the two cases, and we are confident and hoping that it ends in a similar result.
All right, David Cherones, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Larry and Sarah. Thanks.
All right, time for a check of weather.
Hi, we've got